Hey Milwaukee, Pete Wilson here again. Today I want to talk about a certain baseball tradition because baseball is full of so many traditions, and that tradition being the blooper reel or the pranks behind the game that go on between players. I know one thing I'll never forget in baseball is watching my brother play t-ball. He'd play in left field. Our whole family's in the bleachers watching. Crack of the bat, fly ball to left field, and oh wait, of course he's not there. He's coming out of the porta-john, pulling up his pants, and let's just leave it at that. He didn't make the play, and it's a moment we'll never forget. So I want to catch up with a couple Brewers players to see what moments they will never forget about themselves or their teammates.
My personal most embarrassing moment had to have been last year. It was Game 5 in the playoffs against St. Louis. I had my one at bat of the series, and I pop it up a mile high, and I come running around first base. I know I'm out, and I end up running, and then for some reason, I thought the ball dropped. For some reason, I thought it dropped. I dove headfirst into second base, even though I was out coming around first base. And I remember Furcal and Freeze and these guys were just laughing their head off at me. Oh, that was easily the most embarrassing moment I've ever had. Okay,
most embarrassing moment for me was my first day getting called up. I came in the clubhouse, and everyone greeted me, introduced themselves. And before batting practice, I come inside and I'm sitting on the comfy couches in the center of the clubhouse, and Cameron Lowe comes up to me and asks me if I'm comfortable. I said, yeah, I feel pretty comfortable. I'm sitting in the just watching TV, and so he says, okay, go out for BP, come back in, and they moved that big comfy couch in front of my locker. And they wrote, Mike Fiers, first day in the big leagues, I feel comfortable. They moved my chair out. So I walk in and see that, and I just totally just went to the kitchen area, just sat down there. It was just kind of embarrassing for me.
Well, the most embarrassing story I had was obviously, it was kind of seen nationally, which is good and bad. Obviously, I was in Omaha, and there was a line drive hit kind of right at me. I got a late read and then started going back. I kind of put my glove on it, bounced out of my glove, came down, hit me on the top of the head, and then luckily enough, I was able to look up and end up catching the ball and turned into a triple play. But it was that split second between it hitting my head and me catching it was probably the most embarrassing split second of my life.
One guy I played with, I don't know if I'll use his name or not, but he was having a tough day. I think it was 0 for 4 with a couple strikeouts, and came back in the dugout and spiked his bat in the bat rack there. Just spiked it down and then took his helmet. It hit the bat. It came back up and broke his nose. And it was. Now it's funny. At the time, you were kind of worried for him, but it was pretty funny.
Just a few more reasons why baseball is such a great sport. For the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, Pete Wilson reporting.